Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, let's see how those sanctions work, and sanctions imposed by some European countries, or EU actually, against Russian gas and oil, and see what the outcome is. Well, I can tell you before I start reading this article that the outcome is not really the one they anticipated. So this article comes from Sputnik, which is a Russian news outlet, and this is the title. Statistics. We love statistics. Almost half of the EU countries increased imports of Russian goods in June. All right, Russian goods. So let's see here what's going on with sanctions. 13 member states of the European Union increased their imports of Russian goods in June, while 14 member states decreased their Russian imports. The statistics data analyzed by Sputnik showed on Friday. Remember, it's analyzed by Sputnik, so you gotta cut a little bit. Slovenia almost doubled its imports from Russia in June compared with May, while Spain, Sweden, Belgium and Poland increased their Russian imports by 69%, 48%, 25% and 19% respectively. So Spain 69, right? Sweden 48, Belgium 25, Poland 19%. Right? They increased that, make more business. In monetary terms, Germany took the lead with 3.5 billion euros, which is $3.4 billion, worth of Russian imports, followed by Italy with 2.6 billion euros and the Netherlands with 1.7 billion euros. Belgium with 1.3 billion euros and France with 1.2 billion euros. So they're all doing something. So most imports, Germany is on the first spot, Italy is the next one, Netherlands the third one, Belgium the fourth one, France the fifth one. Now list imports. Ireland, then we got Croatia, Cyprus, Luxembourg and Malta. Look at the economic output of these countries and the number of people. So Malta is the latest, the one who imported the least. How many are there? 3 cows and 5 people and 20 birds. Then we got Luxembourg. No need to talk about that one. Cyprus again. And then Croatia and Ireland. All these are below, 10 million people? If I take Ireland, I'm pretty sure I'm talking about 3 million people and below. EU countries that have reduced Russian imports include Cyprus with a 92% reduction, Austria with 40% reduction, Luxembourg with 37, Finland with 27, Luxembourg was 37, Finland is 27, Portugal and the Czech Republic with 23%. On Monday, EU Foreign Policy Chief Josep Borrell said that the European Union's prosperity used to be based on cheap energy from Russia and Chinese markets, which provided the bloc with opportunities for technology transfers, investment and cheap goods. But now the EU needs to look for energy sources inside Europe and restructure its economy. What do you mean restructure your economy? That's always, all these things are very important. Restructure into what? What are you going to do? How are you going to restructure it? First, you're not going to restructure it. You're not going to have more energy, that's for sure. You're going to have less. And you're going to have the same amount. You're going to have at the premium money price. You're going to pay more. Those guys are going to sell it to you because they know you need it. So where is the high demand? The price goes up right there for the supply. In this case, gas or products. You're going to buy them at a higher price. Now, how do you pay? If your economy sucks, which it does, and is going down, it contracts, or at least it's not that, it contracts but doesn't expand, then what are you going to do? Or it expands but at a lower rate? You're going to borrow money. Who's going to give you the money? The international banking system. Good job. Who's going to pay for that money? Your population. Who made the decisions with the sanctions? Not the population. So you see, the guys who created the problem, which is the politicians imposing sanctions and policies, they they implemented, they created, they implemented, is going to go down to whom? Who's going to be hurt? You and I. And they're going to be still in power. And they're going to say, well, we got you guys, we got your back. You're going to subsidize some of your bills with the money that you're going to pay you, your children, and your great children are going to pay with, how do you call it, with interest, with the interest obviously. But it's okay, right now we're going to ease the pain, the problem that we created, but we weaseled things out that you don't remember that we created it. It's like we are on in it. We're all into this, man. We got in this. Yes. But you pay for it. You know, we're all gonna have some pain here, but we got in this situation. But actually, you're gonna be the only one hurt, not us over there in power. I guarantee you that. And who's gonna be the fat cats here? Financial system, energy system, and businesses, and military-industrial complex. Those three, they make a kill in the profits they're making. What about you? Your income increased about 20%, right? In the past 3,000 years, right? Yeah, and inflation, they say, it's only about 9-10%. I don't think so. Go and take a picture, snap back. See today how much a gallon of milk is, or your gas at the pump, and after a month go again, click, and then just compare. And I guarantee you're not going to get to about 10%. You're going to get about 25% to 35% for things, for products that you use daily. I'm not talking about Lamborghini. The Lamborghini increased only 3% or 8%, or yeah, you see. No, not that. Things that you use. So, you're going to restructure its economy into what? Exactly. Ladies of the night economy? Booze? Anyway, the start of hostilities in Ukraine in February exacerbated the energy crisis that has been unfolding in Europe over the past year. Disruptions in logistical and financial operations due to the crisis and Western sanctions against Russia have undermined supply chains and led to a spike in energy prices worldwide. Yeah, it's not the war, it's the sanctions. The gas, the oil, all these things would not have happened and not been affected. You will still receive the same amount of gas, the same amount of oil. So these things that added to your inflation and your shitty our shitty or shittier economic state, and our standard of living going down is not due to the Russian fighting their neighbors. Right now they could be fighting over there, they could be all over, or not. I'm not condoning that. It could have happened, and we still had the same thing of output of electricity, gas, and oil, and all that. So the decision was made not by you or I. It was made by the guys that we voted to represent us. One time. We voted one time, and that one time gave them blank check right there for 4 years or 5 years or 6 years. Depends how what's the term for each weasel out there. And they can do whatever they want for 5 years or 4 years until next time when you come back and vote for another weasel, the same weasel with a different face, and say, I voted. That's how democracy works. Great. And besides, who's voting? Everyone. Yes. He's dumb as fuck. He's not working. He's just sucking from your taxes that you pay. You work like an idiot. You pay your taxes. You don't break the law. But it's okay. We all vote. My vote is going to be equal as that guy's vote. That's going to nullify my vote. Is that fair? Well, what are you going to do? I have many suggestions. I wrote them in my book that I published, and you can find it on Amazon, and I made in my little programs here from time to time. You can't just don't know anything and you just want handouts and you vote and you don't even work. For what? For 10 years? You can't if you don't you're not a productive member of the society. How can you demand to vote? Because you're going to vote to sanction me, to tax me more so you can have more. Is that how it goes? Let's say you have 50% of people who don't work anymore, and you have 49 who work. What do you think those guys are gonna vote for? Let's go and work, or let's go and tax these motherfuckers more, so we can have more flat screen TVs that I don't have, but they do. Direct experience, not one pattern. Okay? So what the hell? Anyway, going from one to another, I can talk about this bullshit. But look at this energy and all this. Oh, we're gonna import more, we're gonna import less. You're gonna need one another, and I'm telling you, where's a demand, there's a supply. Demand increases, If the supply can keep up, then you're gonna pay extra, and we're gonna pay. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.